हे जे बिल सेक्शन 17 अमेंड करपाक हाडलां हे शॉर्टकट which was tried through earlier 16B हे न्ही म्हणून कित्या वयल्यान हे मंत्र्यान सांगचें पडटलें. हे नंबर 1 आयक 16B चे परते हांव सांगता. 16B हाडपी हांव. आयक रे कंप्लीट कर न्ही मरे. 16B हाडले आनी 16Bचे मागीर ओपन आनी तुमी अशें ओपन केलें की तें क्लोज वचून जायना, ओपनूच आहा. तो सांगता तें
सारकें
ओपनाचेर तुमी चलयला येदो व्हडलो गल्लो. हांवें केल्ले 32 केसी, तुमी केल्ल्यो 6700 केसी आनी हांवें 32 केसींनी जर गल्लो केल्लो जाल्यार आज मेरेन हांव भितर आसपाचो. तुमी म्हाका सोडपाचें न्ही. स्पीकर सर, आतां हें नवें दुकान, नवो गाडो हो ताजेर कसो न्ही हो मंत्र्यान सांगचो पडटलो. एक दुसरें म्हणल्यार सेक्शन 17 कितें म्हणटा, इफ द गव्हर्मेंट एट एनी टायम आफ्टर अ रिजनल प्लॅन हॅज बीन पब्लिश्ड इन ऑफिशियल गॅझेट is of the opinion that a revision of such a regional plan is necessary, it may direct the chief town planner to undertake the revision. आता हे अंडरटेक रिव्हिजन करपा खातीर आतां आमचो हॉरायझन पिरियड रिजनल प्लॅनाचो सोंपला. सो नवो रिजनल प्लॅन कित्याक जायना? ऑलरेडी गव्हर्मेंटा कडेन प्रोविजन आहा झोनींग प्लॅन्स करपाचे. केरला अशी स्टेट आसा जी स्टेट बरोबर एक धपक्याक रिजनल प्लॅन करपाक घेना. ते डिस्ट्रिक्ट वायज प्लॅनिंग करतात. हो डिस्ट्रिक्ट जालो, तो डिस्ट्रिक्ट जालो. हांगा मंत्र्यान हे तालुका वायज कित्याक करना? बट वाय डू अशें धरया भंय दिसता की सगळो रिजनल प्लॅन केलो जाल्यार तो जावचोच ना. बरें आहा, तूं तालुका वायज कर. पूण पॉयंट असो आहा स्पीकर सर, इट शूड नॉट बी अ शॉर्टकट टू चेंजिंग झोन्स विच आर इको सेन्सिटीव. डिस्ट्रक्शन ऑफ इको सेन्सिटीव एरियाज म्हणटा ताजेर सारको दोळो आसूंक जाय, गॅरंटी आसपाक जाय. एक हातून इनएडवर्ट एरर्स म्हणटा पळय रेक्टिफिकेशन, हाका एक केस आसा. कित्याक 4 crore square meters of land which was in the settlement zone in the regional plan of 2001 was made into orchard in 2021, and 8 crore square meters of land which was in orchard zone was converted into settlement. हो अन्याय त्या लोकांचेर जाला. तो अन्याय तो तांकां जर न्याय दिवपा खातीर हें सेक्शन हाडटा. इट कॅनॉट बी रॉंग, बट एट द सेम टायम इट शूड नॉट बी अ लायसन्स. इट शूड नॉट बी अ लायसन्स, स्पीकर सर, टू bring the same thing what was initially planned under 16B, and how the minister will convince the house. That is the issue. नाजाल्यार कितें जातलें की आमी हाडिल्लें आतां हे पळय उबे रावले आनी सपोर्ट करतात म्हणून. आमी तशें सपोर्ट करपाक हांगा येवंक ना. We have come to find out your true intentions.
मंत्र्यांनी आता विधेयक मानून घेवपाचो प्रस्ताव म्हणचो.
स्पीकर सर, आमचे थोडे क्वेश्चन जे आहा ते ताणें क्लॅरिफाय करचे न्ही.
स्पीकर सर, जे आमी रिव्हिजन हाडलेले आसा, जे अमेंडमेंट हाडलेले आसा ह्या टाउन प्लॅनिंग एक्टान and section 17, I just want to make it very clear to Honorable Member Shri Vijai Sardesai, this is totally different from 16B. This is totally different, and mainly what has happened, as you are aware, you just mentioned about the figures in the regional plan that was prepared, and in a lot of irregularities that happened in 2000, after 2001 was already finalized, that a lot of properties, a lot of private properties, roads have been shown wherever they want, and also playgrounds, garbage treatment plants in private property, which needs to be rectified. You cannot wait for a regional plan to come to have it rectified. People have suffered for a long time, and these irregularities and these incoherent things that have been done need to be rectified. So in brief, I just want to make a mention that the amendments that we have proposed to the Town and Country Planning Act are primarily aimed at giving powers to the government to modify, revise the regional plan, to rectify errors which have crept into the plan, to correct the zoning proposals which are inconsistent or lack any kind of rationale which was there in the 2021 plan. Considering the pace of development of the state, these powers are very important, because state is not impeded or slackened because of the long time gap in finalization of 2 regional plans, which is actually the fact. For example, there are large projects that are coming up like MOPA and other things. Honorable Chief Minister has also mentioned, and also whatever needs to be done around in terms of creating a right type of ecosystem. One cannot wait for the next regional planning event. There are any modifications required which fall within the purview of the proposed amendment. This power will also ensure that nobody suffers prejudice on account of inadvertent errors and zoning proposals. Power is not in any manner unfettered. Just like my friend Mr. Venzi mentioned, it is a regulated power intended to benefit for the state. The said provision is conceptually and fundamentally different from 16B. 16B is a provision which relates to changing of zone on basis of individual application received by the government and operates for different purpose. The proposed amendment is a broader power to the government for correction, rectification and modification of the regional plan based on the prescribed rules. The process of effecting modification revision is fair and transparent. Necessary guidelines will be framed to ensure that ecologically sensitive zones, and especially ecologically sensitive zone 1, are protected and there is no breach of existing environment laws. As also there is a process in place, there is no question of any misuse and abuse of power. This is in a nutshell the whole thing. Rather than me, each one whoever is raised, as Mr. Elton also honourable member, talked about 16B. We have already taken a decision on 16B. We have put it, it's already sub judice.
No, see, Speaker sir, decision on 16B we heard, but we never heard the execution of that decision.
Because
we heard it in the House,
yeah, we have heard last time also the decision was heard, but nothing has been
16B. आम्ही सगळे केसीस अभियंसान दवरल्या कारण ते सबज्युडीस आहा त्याच बरोबर आम्ही ठरयल्लें आसा की ते केसीस जे कितें नॉट फिटिंग इन दोज गायडलायन्स टू बी टेकन ऑफ and as a
how many of them are related?
So in
board meeting and decision
because
board meeting
abeyance case,
how many of these cases are there which don't fit it with your guidelines?
No,
in 16B?
Speaker sir, J 16B J cases, you know that the whole thing started with about 60 cases, which were which according to the petitioner, whoever had filed a PIL, was not in confirming with the guidelines. So after that, what we decided is when we took a decision in the board is to take away all these cases and relook at it. As a result of which the Chief Town, Mr. James Matthew was appointed as the head of the committee to examine these cases and go through it in detail. But as far as at the moment, we have said it is totally non-operational 16B. As far we have not taken a single case.
How many projects that have been approved under 16B finalized? How many projects have been completed?
Speaker sir, वो आयज आमी अमेंडमेंटाचो विषय आमी मांडटा. तो जो विषय हा तो
Speaker sir, this is rectification of the regional plan.
Speaker sir, तो जो विषय आसा 16B चो जो विषय आसा तो आमी सध्या आमी अभ्यासान दवरल्या आनी मेन म्हणजे कितें आसा बोर्डान बी डिसिजन घेतलें आसा की 16Bची आमी खंयचीच केस घेवची ना कितें घेवन काय अर्थ ना आमी त्या केसी ज्युडिशरी कडेन फॉलो अप करीत आहा पूण त्याच बरोबर त्यो केसीस जे तांकां कमिटीक योग्य दिसतले पूण एट द मोमेंट आमी ठरयलां की आमी बोर्डान जुने केसीस कुशीक दवरल्या.
Speaker sir, 1,200 cases sub judice are in abeyance, but 6,000 cases you have the power to scrap it, say it is gone. 1,200 are in abeyance, in sub judice. Baki 6,000 hai to kite? That you have the power. That is not sub judice.
Speaker sir, already जे 1,000 and odd cases, 1,000 and odd cases, those are the only cases which the committee is reviewing, which have got their final this thing. But tuje पहिली
that is what I am trying to say, sir. That 1,200 cases are sub judice, but 6,000 hai the application. You say that is.
बाकी सगळे board has already scrapped it.
You are saying in kept in abeyance. You are not saying that it is kabar.
Still there are 1,000 and odd cases which.
So that is sub judice, no? So that let it be sub judice. But 6,000 cases.
Your 6,000 and odd cases is as good as they have to reapply.
As good as, but it is not.
Operation. They have been scrapped by the board.
So say that it is been.
Because sir, एकूच आमचे भंय कितें आहा 16B केल्लो अशेंच नोबल इंटेंशन आशिल्लें. एक परिस्थिती हांव 16B मूव करपी मनीस हांगा येवन उबो रावन सांगूंक लागलो 16B स्क्रॅप कर म्हणून. कित्याक म्हणपाक लागलो? कित्याक 16Bचो दुरुपयोग जालो, सारको होलसेल दुरुपयोग जालो. आतां आमचो एकूच प्रश्न मंत्र्याक असो आहा, 16B आशिल्ल्यो केसूच 17 येतल्यो. कित्याक एक मिनिट जस्ट आय एम टेलिंग यू, एक मिनिट मंत्र्यान आयकुचें. इंटेंशन इज द सेम. इफ injustice has been done to me from 2001 to 2021, I went to 16B. That is scrapped now, or it is sub judice. So what I do? I come under 17. Nothing wrong. Nothing wrong. I am not saying it is wrong, but the point is, ह्यो केसी होलसेल पडट्यो येवन त्योच केसी 17 भितर येवन आमी कित्याक वयल्यान?
स्पीकर सर होलसेलान कितें जालें म्हाका खबर ना कित्याक म्हाजे कडेन काय होलसेलान जायना
ना तुका सांगला ते भशेन
आनी
आमदारान
main म्हणजे कितें
ओपन
आहा,
जाला
ते
क्लोज
retailan
जावंकूच
कितें
ना.
करपाक जाय ते आतां पळोवचें पडटलें आतां
क्लोज
ते आतां
जावन रावल्या
होलसेल
आमी.
रिटेल बी आतां ते हाडपाक आतां शब्द वापरल्यार
आवयजी काय उलयना हाजेर.
16B विशय जो जालो ते 16B जालो आनी ते कोर्टान आहा ते कांय कोणाक फायदो ना तेजो ते 16B जे जाले ते सगळे शिरकाला ते कोर्टान आनी कोर्टान आतां काही जजमेंट बी दिवंक ना ते कांयच तुमी फुडें डिपार्टमेंट फुडें व्हरूंक शकना तेजेर काही आमी फुडें आमी डिस्कशन बी करून काय करतना की सबज्युडीस बेसिकली तुम्ही जे उल्लेख करता की 16B
तू डायरेक्ट कोर्टान सांग मरे की आम्ही स्क्रॅप केला सगळे केसी भायर म्हणून.
एक